Testing, testing. Testing, testing, everyone. Making sure we're live here. Making sure the stream's actually working. Okay, we are live, so let's get this stream started. So we do have a slight review rubber tonight. We're going to be going over. We do have a couple tornado warnings we're going to be talking about right now also. So let's take a look at these tornado warnings. So we've got currently 7 severe thunderstorm warnings in tornado warnings right now as we're speaking. Let's talk about them. So, all right. So it looks like we got one in parts of this was issued at 7:57. National Weather Service in Wilmington has issued a tornado warning for parts of looks like it's in Kentucky. You can see it by Ohio also until 8:30 p.m. Severe thunderstorms capable of producing a tornado located near Patron, moving northeast Alberta. This, if you live in this area, take cover now. But you should have already took cover now because we just started the stream now. This is about 17 minutes ago. Then hail size 0.0 inches with this. So we're going to take a look at our velocity rates with this. So I'm going to take a quick look at our velocity rates of this severe tornado warning here. Hello. Okay, I'm making sure everything's working, guys, because sometimes you gotta like make sure everything's just working fine. So I'm gonna check here. Okay, yeah, we do have a bit of wind here. We can see we do in some of these areas about 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts. We can see in over Route 16. We can see over on here. This is why we have a tornado warning right now for this area. Then we're gonna check our other tornado warning up here in Ohio. You can see. Let's switch to the let's switch to I'm trying to see which. Let's switch to the Dayton run. So Dayton, we can see we got a tornado warning that was issued at 7:57 p.m. by the National Weather Service of Wilmington, Ohio. National Weather Service in Wilmington has issued a tornado warning for northwestern Pueblo County in west central Ohio. Southern Dark E County in west central Ohio until 8:30 p.m. The severe thunderstorms capable of producing a tornado located near Eaton. We can see moving north at 25 miles per hour. And we just got another tornado warning. We can see on here. We got wind velocity rates of 50 to 60. We can see on here, everyone. So, all right. So let's check where our other tornado warning is because it looks like we just got a new one in Ohio that was just issued just 1 minute ago. A new tornado warning was just issued at 8:15 p.m. EDT time. National Weather Service of Wilmington has issued a tornado warning on here. We can see hazardous radar indicator rotation, flying really dangerous, so shelter, Middletown. We can see Miamisburg, Carliston. We can see Germantown. We can see on here. If you live in this area, you better get to your safe spots right now, everyone. And also check our radar. It's in Middletown, Ohio. We can see right now the tornado warning is for. So then we're gonna check our velocity rates here. Yep, we do have a bit of wind here. We're picking up over at least over 60 in some of these areas, like in that light blue. We're at least picking up around like 63, 64 mile per hour wind gusts in there. We are picking up a bit of wind in here right now. So let's take a look at our rotation track on this, guys. All right, yeah, we do have a bit of rotation track over this in Middletown right now. So in Middletown, we do have a bit of rotation track right now, guys. So yeah, it's kind of it's a moderate looks like it's a moderate rotation in there. We can see right now, guys, over Middletown. Looks like over these areas of these streets, Sherman Park. We can see church. We can see on here too. It also has rotation over it right now too. So if you're in this area, you got to get to your safe spots right now, guys. So all right, so Middletown, Ohio. We got currently 3 tornado warnings and 3 severe thunderstorm warnings. We got one in, looks like, let's take a look. All right, so in a second here, we're going to go, I'm going to go post this on my Instagram page so you guys can watch this and see what's going on here because we got currently a bit of tornado warnings. And now it's a couple tornado warnings, but it's a bit of tornado warnings. There are 2% tornado risk today. So let's take a look at check this one over here by Greenville again and over here. So we're gonna check our rotation track over here now. So let's take a look at that. So let me just pull it up. So this is our rotation trackers. We do have a bit of rotation track over here, but not much. But over here in Middletown, looks like we do have a bit of rotation right now. We're picking up on here. So with the red and yellow. So also we're gonna take a look at our estimated size of hail in these storms. So okay, not much hail in these storms. This storm maybe 0.2 inches of hail we can maybe see, but not much hail there. So it just looks like heavy rain we're seeing in a lot of these places right now, and damaging winds we're mostly seeing right now. But oh, it looks like we just got a new tornado warning again, guys. At 8:17 p.m., the National Weather Service of Wilmington, Ohio, has issued a new tornado warning. A severe thunderstorm is capable of producing a tornado located over Walton, moving northeast at 30 miles per hour. We can see on here everyone right now. Then we could have Florence, Independence, Walton, Oak Brook. We can see Union. We can see Atwood, Richwood. We can see all on here. Then we got Ricedale. You can see all these other cities on here. If you live in this area, you got to get to your safe spots right now. Interstate 71 in Kentucky, between mile markers of 70 and 77. Interstate 75 in Kentucky, between mile markers of 167 and 180 on here, guys. So if you live in this area, you got to get to your safe spots right now. So we are going to check our velocity, of course, over here and see how fast these winds are going right now. So, okay, everyone. So looks like some of these areas we are picking a bit of wind up right here. So it looks like we're picking up near like in 50 to 60. We're seeing some of these areas. The bluer is higher. That means like the lighter blue, darker, lighter green we can see on there. It's about like 57 to 60 mile per hour wind gusts we're currently seeing right now on there. So we're gonna check our rotation track, of course, on this one. So let's take a look at that. So all right, so okay, we have a little bit of rotation track, but it's not like the one over here in Middletown right now. So yeah, oh yeah, we do have more rotation track now. Miami University, Middletown, we got a bit of rotation there. Wildwood Golf Club, we got a bit of rotation too right now there as we're speaking. So yeah, a lot of kind of a bit of rotation we're seeing right now over there. So all right, so let's see something else. Check our severe thunderstorm warnings. Okay, it looks like we got a severe thunderstorm warning over here down in parts of this is looks like Tennessee here. Okay, we got a new severe thunderstorm warning that was issued in Tennessee about 1 minute ago at 8:19. Severe thunderstorm warning remains effective until 9 p.m. EDD time for Central Bradley. We see South Central, McKinnon. We can see counties at 8:19 p.m. EDD time. Severe thunderstorms located near Suffolk, Cleveland, or near Cleveland, moving east at 25 miles per hour. 60 mile per hour wind gusts of penny-sized hail. We see max hail size 0.7 inches and max wind gusts of 60 miles per hour. You can see on here right now. So let's check our velocity on this storm. So all right, let's check it out. So all right, so yep, we can see in there over Black Fox, it's away from it. So yep, we are picking up definitely over 60 mile per hour wind gusts over here in Black Fox right now. Exactly 61 we're picking up right here right now as we're speaking. So all right, so then we got these very tornado warnings that are by the we got one by this looks like Kentucky Ohio border right now too. So let's see what happens here. So and also it looks like here they see what the if you see what I'm like talking about, does it look like a line of storms are forming here? We can see on here in parts of Kentucky, Tennessee, we can see this looks like a lines like this like a lines forming. It looks like so. We got currently very tornado warnings and very severe thunderstorm warnings right now as we're speaking. All right, so let's take a look at let's take a look at our severe thunderstorm warning in New Mexico. This was issued about 9 minutes ago. You see on here in Albuquerque, New Mexico, National Weather Service, 60 mile per hour wind gusts and quarter size hail. You see with this in max hail size of 1 inch and wind gusts of 60 miles per hour. We can see with this also. Of course, we're going to take a look at our velocity rates over here in New Mexico real quick. Oh yeah, that's definitely over 60. That blue, that's like 65, 66. We're seeing right there on it there. That's definitely some of this. Definitely the storm is picking up more than 60 miles per hour wind gusts in some areas. We can see so this storm's 65. I would say in some areas we're picking up in this storm right now. So all right, then down here we just got such a weather statements 50 mile per hour wind gusts as we can see a strong thunderstorm but not a severe thunderstorm. So then we're going to take a look at our tornado warning over here in Middletown. This one is actually kind of I gotta say the hold on, if it's so yeah, this one is kind of has a lot of rotation here. This one is yeah, it's white now. We're seeing some a bit of rotation here. Gotta say over around 73 right now in Ohio. So we're gonna keep track of this one. So this one looks like we gotta keep a look on. So because this one is kind of I gotta say uh the most rotation track we've seen tonight on this tornado warning. So let's just keep a look on that one the most. So and it just keeps going. It's gonna eventually make its way towards looks like over towards Miamisburg eventually. So yeah. All right. So real quick, guys, I'm gonna in about a few minutes here, I'm gonna put it on my Instagram story so people can join and watch more. So we could take a look at our. Of course, we're gonna take a look up here at our velocity rates. This expires in 5 minutes, so let's see what's still going on with this, guys. All right, so okay, it doesn't look as bad as before. Okay, that's went down a bit, but we can see where our strongest winds are. It's about right here over Route 34. You can see about like 50 maybe. We can see in some of these areas right now. We can see, but I would say that has weakened a bit so since earlier. So and this one expires in 5 minutes too. So let's check out this one too. Let's check out this one, everyone. Let's check our velocity rates, of course, here. So okay, yeah, some of these areas are still picking up a bit of wind we can see, but maybe 50, 55 we're maybe seeing in these areas, maybe 50, yeah, 55. I would say 50 to 55 in some of these areas we're picking up right now. I would say that's why it probably expires in 5 minutes because it's getting weaker. So, all right, wait, did we just get a new tornado warning? Yes, we did. This is okay, 8:25 p.m. EDD time. This tornado warning is in Ohio. National Weather Service of Wilmington has issued a tornado warning for northwestern Warren County in southwestern Ohio, southeastern Montgomery County, and west central Ohio until 9 p.m. EDD time. 8:25 p.m. EDD time. Severe thunderstorms capable of producing a tornado located over Carlisle is moving north at 20 miles per hour. Hazardous tornado radar indicator rotation. Flying debris will be dangerous to those called without shelter. This is capable of producing a tornado located over Carlisle, so we can see moving north at 20 miles per hour. We can see on here, everyone. So this one, I gotta say, is the most concerning tornado warning of the night we've seen so far. So this includes Interstate 75 in Ohio on here. So between mile markers of 36 and 50, if you live in this area, you got to get to your safe spots right now. So we're gonna check our rotation track this again because our rotation track earlier was pretty high. Yeah, we still have a high rotation track here. We can see over Franklin Trenton Road right now. We can see on here it's a bit of rotation. So this is concerning tornado warning right now because this yeah, this is, let's see, let's check our winds on this. So winds on this, let's just keep checking. So all right, so let's see where our strongest winds are. Looks like this is where our strongest winds right now over Trenton Franklin Road area we can see right now. So looks like some areas are maybe picking up 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts we can see in there. Now whiter color we can see also on here in some of these areas. So all right, so because this storm right here has a higher chance of producing a tornado, I'd say, but it could not happen either. But I'm saying because that's the ingredients are there right now. So oh my God, guys, we just got a new tornado warning again. Not good. So, all right, everyone, at 8:26 p.m., just a new tornado warning was issued until 9 p.m. EDD time. We can see on here, 8:26 p.m. EDD time, severe thunderstorms capable of producing a tornado located over Walton, moving northeast at 25 miles per hour. If you live in this area, you got to get to your safe spots. Guys, this ain't good. So, all right, so I'm gonna post this on my Instagram story real quick so more of you guys can join and watch. All right, so just give me just about maybe a minute here, so about maybe a minute the most. So just 1 minute, guys. So then we can keep looking at this more. So about just 1 minute. All right. So yeah, pretty crazy, guys. Already, like how much things are going on. So a lot of tornado warnings, I gotta say, for parts of Ohio tonight. All right. So. All right, guys, just one more second, all right? So I'm gonna post this on my story so more of you guys can see this because I want you guys to see this, of course. more on here because I don't want you guys, I don't want some of you guys missing out on seeing warnings and things, like things on here. So gotta hold on. So all right, just one more second, guys, and we're gonna go back. So we got currently 6 tornado warnings now. We're gonna go back and keep checking more in a second. So yeah, that's a lot of tornado warnings. All right, guys. So now we're gonna get back to it. So all right, so now we're gonna get back to it now. So all right, so we've got currently 6 tornado warnings. This is a concerning situation here. All right, a new tornado warning was just issued at 8:28 p.m. EDT time, Saturday, August 1st, 2026. National Weather Service of Wilmington has issued a tornado warning for southwestern Darkey County. We can see in west central Ohio. We can see on here at 8:28 p.m. a severe thunderstorms capable of producing a tornado located over near New Madison, moving north at 25 max hail size 0.0 inches. Guys, so let's take a look at our. Of course, we're gonna take a look at our velocity rates here because that's most important with this. No, not over there. We're gonna go back to Dayton so and check what our velocity rates are. All right, so let's see. Our velocity rates on here. We're picking up a bit of velocity, but you can see some of these areas maybe 50 to 560. We can see also on here mile per hour wind gusts right now. So, all right, so oh my God, guys, another tornado warning was just issued. National Weather Service at 8:30 p.m. EDT time has issued another tornado warning. We can see on here. Southeastern Waldorf County in east central Indiana, severe thunderstorms capable of producing a tornado located 7 miles northwest of New Madison or 11 miles west of Greenville, moving north at 5 miles per hour. 5 miles per hour, guys? Oh my God, that's slow. That's okay. So if you live in this area, you got to get to your safe spots right now. That's concerning because of how slow this thing is moving at. If it does produce something, that is a really slow speed. That is just not good. So, all right. So we're gonna take a look over here more because this tornado warning over here looks like as let's check our rotation track, of course, on some of these tornado warnings, of course. So yeah, we still have a bit of rotation track in there over Franklin Trent Road. We can see right now. That's a bit of rotation track we're seeing on there right now, guys. So that's not good. So then we have a tornado warning lasting for 30 minutes over here. Then we're gonna check our velocity rates on this tornado warning right now. You can see we got a bit of velocity we're seeing right now. Yeah, that's like we can see some of these areas are still picking up. Like this is where I think our highest wind gusts are. Still over Franklin Trent Road looks like over here near 55. We can see on here in some of these areas. So still picking up our most wind gusts over that road we're seeing right now. So all right, so then we're going to take a look over here. Yep, then we have a bit of rotation track over here too, but not as much as over there. We still have a little bit of rotation over here on our thing. So then we're going to check down here. This one, our rotation track has really went down almost. We still have a little bit, a little tiny bit, but not as much as before. So yeah, guys, let's keep checking things out here. So we actually got more tornado warnings right now, more than severe thunderstorm warnings right now. That's not good there. So all right, so check these areas. So Miamisburg, you're getting really heavy rain right now. We can see Germantown. So we're just going to keep a track on these two a couple tornado warnings here because this is not good, guys. Because all right, so then we got another rotation track over here. So it's still yellow, but this one over here, I gotta say, is not good over here because this still has a lot of rotation track with the red and white colors. Colors of white and red are not good. Pretty much saying indicating there's a lot of like rotation things in the air, like making it sustainable for a tornado possible in this area. So all right, so in some of these areas we can see over here like we still have a tornado warning over here, but it's like it looks like it's weakening a bit. So, all right, so we're gonna keep checking our you know, let's check our estimated size hail of these storms. Okay, so this over Route 73 right now, maybe getting 0.2 inches of hail. We're seeing right there. So check our storms down here. Any other storms? Oh, looks like we just got a new. It looks like we just got a new. I think we just got a. This is a severe thunderstorm warning over here. You know, also let's check the severe thunderstorm warning in Arizona. Why not? So this was issued at 5:28 MST time. We can see on here on August 1st. This was issued an hour ago. Okay, wow, that's interesting. So, all right, so let's see. Is there any new severe thunderstorm warnings we could talk about? So, no, okay, we talked about that before. So, just want to check everything and get everything like talked about. So, if I'm not missing anything, so you know, like you like want to check like if you don't miss anything. So, all right, so we're gonna keep a track on this and see what's going on more with this. Oh, still not good here. Still high rotation track. This is not a good this is not a good tornado warning. This is probably one of the more concerning tornado warnings we've seen of the night so far. So we're gonna see Germantown, Miamisburg. Everyone better be in their safe spots. Or you're getting torrential rainfall there right now. Probably in Miamisburg and Germantown as we're speaking. So yeah, guys. So that's just not good. So we're gonna, let's take, let's check a look. Let's take a look at something else. So, let's take a look at our average density of lightning. Okay, now let's, let's see how much rain is actually falling in these areas. So, per hour. So, because there's a ding on here, you can check how much rain is falling. Estimated per hour in these areas. So, we gotta take a look at that. So, that's important to check because that's I thought that was on here somewhere because I did never stream. I did that before checking how much rain has fallen per hour. So, all right. So let's take a look at. I think this is it. So, is this it? No, I can't find it, guys. So, I thought they had it on here before. All right. So we're just gonna stick to looking at our rotation track here. So, all right. So we got white colors on here, red colors. White is pretty much like white is pretty, I gotta say, pretty high up there, not good. So then brown is the worst color. White I would say is we gotta like looking be more concerned about those colors there, and yellow also. So yeah, guys. So this is let's see how long this is actually gonna last. So this is gonna last for 20 very more minutes. This one's gonna last for 20 very more minutes. We're just gonna see what happens. Let's just gotta see what happens. So I wouldn't be surprised if it just kept going. It would be issued for Dayton eventually. So just gotta keep checking and look at what's going on here. So that's not all right. So Independence is going down over here at Walton Independence. We see Richwood right now. It looks like we got a bit of moderate rain as we're talking right now also on here. So let's take a, is there any hail with this storm? No, not much, no hail at all. Okay, so let's take a look at our is this it? Yep, this is it. This is how much, this is the raining. Yep, I found it. So let's see estimated I think this is in the last let's see, some of these areas, yeah, it looks like right now I got getting a bit of rain. So okay, just checking that out. So all right, so Miamisburg, you're getting extremely heavy rain right now as we're speaking. If you're out in Miamisburg, you're experiencing a tornado warning and heavy rain at the same time, guys. So, all right, so, oh my God, guys, this is good. So, got one that expires in 7 minutes, 37 minutes. We're seeing one in Indiana too. You can see another one in Ohio. We're seeing. All right, so this is the one that was issued at 8:30 p.m. EDD time. So we're gonna take a look at our rotation track on this. Okay, we got a little bit of rotation track there. Then also we're gonna take a look at our velocity, our rates on here. So our velocity rates, I gotta say, are a bit on here. So some areas you can see, yeah, this is where I'm zooming in into. That's where our highest wind gust in this tornado warning is right now. Looks like about 55 we're seeing right now in there. So yeah, guys. So Okay, so okay, at 8:38 p.m., please report previous tornado warning. The storm is which prompt a warning has moved out of this area. The warning will be expired in this area now. That's good. So let's check this area out now. So seeing this area, we're still picking up some high wind gusts, I gotta say, in here. Maybe about 55, 60 we're seeing in some of these areas we're seeing right now. So just gotta zoom in a bit. So seeing maybe in the 50 something wind gust range right now as we're speaking, guys. So then some of these other storms we're going to be talking about too. Let's check the one over here in Independence, Ricedale, and we can see over here. So we got doesn't look like the highest wind gusts is here, but we still get picking up about 40 in some areas and 50. So not like 60. I think maybe just depends. Like these storms like have like it's scattered over the place everywhere into storming like the 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts. So it's just scattered. So all right, so let's take a look at our rotation track. All right, again, so our rotation track has went down a bit, but still we still have a concerning amount of rotation track here. With the red we're seeing over what's this area? Let's see, over these roads right now. We're seeing over OH Huntington Station. We can see right now a bit of rotation there too. Also, this just pretty much means high winds too. Also over Green Apple Road right now too. Over Staley Road we can see also on here too. We're picking up some high rotation rates on here right now as we're speaking. So not good, guys. So all right, so let's see if our estimated hail size. Okay, our hails went down to it looks like 0.9 inches, 0.1 inches of hail now over Interstate 75. This ain't really like a hail drought day, so so that expires in a few minutes. So, but this one we just gotta keep. So West Carleton, we're gonna be here with heavy rain right now. Miamisburg, we're seeing Germantown also with moderate rain right now as we're speaking on here too, guys. So let's take a look down here. If there's anything else going on as we're speaking. So we got a bunch of social weather statements on here. 50-mile-per-hour wind gusts as we're seeing on these storms right now as we're speaking. So let's take a look at this one. This one is issued at 8:36, but this expires in 4 minutes. Let's talk about it. Peachtree City, Georgia, at 8:36 p.m. EDD time. Severe thunderstorm warning remains in effect till 8:45 p.m. EDD time for northwestern Whiteford County. You see at 8:36 p.m. EDD time, severe thunderstorm is located over Runwell or 9 miles east of Ringgold. We can see in the east at 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts as we can see on here. Everyone also, so you can see our radar indicators like damage to roofs, sliding in trees. We can see over all these cities, Beaverdale, Dawnville, Red Clear, State Park, Barnwell, Compton. You can see also on here. Maximum inches. Yeah, maximum gust is 60 miles per hour. We're seeing with this severe thunderstorm warning as we're speaking right now. So then we're going to move up more to parts. We're going to move back up to Ohio and see what's going up on there more. So we can take a look at our rotation track on here also, everyone. So okay, our rotation track, we see our still strongest rotation track over the station area we see in this road right now. So and we got a bit of more rotation track over the same road still. So all right, so down over this area, Dayton Farmersville, we got a bit of rotation too with the red on there. So then this one over here doesn't have much rotation track, but it's still there. So not as much as the other ones. So we're gonna take a look at our velocity rates in this storm by over here. So it's just a brand new one. Yep, we just got a brand new tornado warning for this area issued at 8:42 p.m. EDD time. National Weather Service of Wilmington, Ohio. Tornado warning remains in effect until 9 p.m. EDD time for southeast of Montgomery County at 8:42 p.m. EDD time. Severe thunderstorms capable of producing a tornado located over Miamisburg, moving north at 20. So we can see Dane, we can see Conacher, we can see Trentwood, we can see Miamisburg, we can see all these other cities, Centerville. Also, this includes Interstate 75, Ohio, which your mile markers are 42 and 50. If you live in this area, you got to get to your safe spots right now, guys. All right, so we're going to check our velocity rates with this. So we're going to see on here, so some of these areas are still picking up a bit of wind we're seeing right now. So especially over here, we're picking up our most wind. Looks like I'm going to be honest, it looks like about 64 maybe on here. We're seeing in some of these areas 64, 61. We're seeing right now over here in what's this road called? Over in our Snyder Road we're seeing right now too. We can see on here too, guys. So a bit of I say a bit of wind gusts is there too also, guys. So this is our most concerning tornado warning of the night so far. So yeah, guys, not good. So we gotta keep watching this, guys. So this is not a good thing that's going on right now. So I'm gonna have to check something else. So all right, so let's check out. I'm trying to think what we can check now. So, let's check our rotation track over the last 30 minutes. This is what. So this was about like how long is this stream been going for? 30 minutes. This was about 10 to 15 minutes ago where this white was. That was when we had our worst rotation track about 15 minutes ago on here, guys. Like over Franklin Trent Road. If you were here about 15, 20 minutes ago, remember what I was saying? It was pretty bad, but it went down a bit, I gotta say, but it's still not good. So. All right, okay, it looks like it's went down a bit more. So over it looks like Miamisburg, we can see also on here. What's this that was issued? Okay, a flood advisory. Okay, definitely flood advisory was just issued for there. Some of these areas could get a lot of rain tonight. So all right, so let's keep checking. Let's keep checking everything out here. So let's keep checking what's going on with these all these tornado warnings here. We got 4 tornado warnings right now, and one's about to expire as we're talking right now too, guys. So all right, so a new tornado. This is the same tornado warning from 8:30 p.m. Severe thunderstorms capable of producing a tornado here. So we're gonna check our velocity rates here, of course. So all right, so I'm trying to think what I was gonna say. So we're gonna take a look at our velocity rates now on here too. So all right, so this thing will load ever. So all right, we're gonna take a look now at our velocity rates on here. We can see Spartanburg. We got a bit of rotation on here. We can see right now, or the velocity rate. Sorry, I meant the velocity rates. I was kind of distracted thinking of something. So we can see on here, we still got a bit of a wind gusts is on here, about 50 to 60 mile per hour wind gusts is on here. We can see. So all right, so still I gotta say we still gotta watch this if anyway. There's not much rotation track with it still. So I wouldn't be surprised if eventually this was canceled eventually in time, but we still gotta watch this because anything could happen. Like, you know what I mean? Like, we still gotta be watching that. So let's check over here again. So Miamisburg, we're still getting a bit of rotation track, of course. So we're gonna check something else here. We're gonna check our let's see something. We're gonna check our you know what we gotta check here. We gotta check our let's check something. So we're gonna check our let's see how much rainfall could potentially fall in these areas. Let's check it out. So it looks like some of these areas we could get a bit of rain tonight. So this is what the weather station over here is predicting how much rain could fall. So some of these areas we can maybe get 2 to 3 inches of rain easily. It's saying on here right now, maybe a few inches in some areas too. So all right, so we're gonna check up by we're gonna check up this thing still right now. So we're gonna have to check something. So and definitely in these areas right now as we're speaking, Miamisburg, you're getting really heavy rain right now. West Carlton, we see Oakwood, we're getting some moderate rain right now. University of Dayton. I wouldn't be surprised if eventually how this keeps moving. I wouldn't be surprised if eventually we'd be getting a tornado warning for Dayton in Oakwood, guys. So if you live in any of these areas, just keep watching out. Excuse me, guys. So I wouldn't be surprised if any of in these areas we would be getting a tornado warning eventually. But if you live in any of these areas, just keep looking out at the weather and see what's going on, because I wouldn't be surprised if a tornado warning was issued for this area because of how this tornado warning has been this evening so far. So, but I gotta say, it looks like does it look like to you guys on here like a line of storms are trying to form across Kentucky and parts of Ohio right now as we're speaking? So, all right, so I wouldn't be surprised if we did get more severe thunderstorms later in the evening. So, all right, so we just gotta keep a watch on these couple tornado warnings here. This expires in about 11 minutes from now. But it looks like we just got a new tornado warning for here also at 8:46 p.m. EDD time. Tornado warning remains effect until 9 p.m. EDD time. We can see on here for central Kent County, we can see a severe thunderstorm capable of producing a tornado located over Independence. Moving northeast at 20 miles per hour, flying debris will be dangerous to those caught without shelter. If you live in this area, you got to get to your safe spots right now, everyone on here. So, because it's uh, still a tornado warning, everyone get to their safe spots right now if you live in this area as we're speaking right now. So, let's see what's going on here. Let's take a look at our rotation tracks, of course, on here. So, okay, it looks like we get a bit of rotation track, a lighter rotation track over Redawson 35 road. We can see 1829 around 1829 around Redawson 35. We're seeing right now as we're speaking. So, yep, I was right. It was about that. So that tornado warning did expire up here in Ohio and Indiana. We're seeing earlier there. So we do still have two tornado warnings in severe thunderstorm warnings, but we just got a new severe thunderstorm warning down here in Tennessee just a minute ago. In Nashville, Tennessee, we can see severe thunderstorm warning remains effective over Overton County in Middle Tennessee, Pickleton County in Middle Tennessee. We can see southeastern Clay County in Middle Tennessee. We can see also until 8:45 p.m. CDD time. At 7:49 p.m. CDD time, severe thunderstorms located over Livingston, moving northeast at 60 mile per hour wind gusts. We can see in max hail size 0.75 inches. We're going to take a look at our hail, of course, on here, our estimated hail size. So our estimated hail size looks like over Hillham. We can see it looks like maybe over SR 85, or maybe seeing about 0.3 inches of hail as we're speaking right now too. Then we're gonna of course take a look at our velocity rates over here. So not up there. So we're gonna take a look over here. So let's take a look, guys, over Livingston right now. So we are picking a bit upper wind here. So we're picking up near, looks like 55, 57. Some areas are near 60. We're seeing maybe 59. We can see in pretty much near that 60 mile per hour wind mark in this area we're seeing right now as we're speaking. So in parts of Tennessee as we're speaking right now. So, all right, everyone. So let's take a look at our. Of course, we're gonna go back up here real quick and see what's going on here. So, we still got some heavy rain over Rusk Carlington, but I wouldn't be surprised if eventually here soon if this doesn't expire. So I wouldn't be surprised if it wasn't eventually issued for a day. And so, all right. So let's take a look at a rotation track here. Okay. I would say a lot of areas have weakened in our rotation track, but over the medical center right now in the Super 8 in Dayton, Ohio area, Miamisburg, we do have the most rotation track over there we can see right now. And over this area we can see right now our highest winds. That's pretty much saying right now too. Also over there, over here by the medical center right now, we're pretty much it's pretty much indicating that's where our highest winds are right now as we're speaking. So just got to keep a watch on that. So now we're gonna take a look at some of these storms down here and see what's going on. So we still got a few special weather statements on here. It looks like down here we just got a new severe thunderstorm warning, Huntersville, Alabama, at 7:51 p.m. CDD time. National Weather Service in Huntersville, Alabama, has issued a severe thunderstorm warning for northeastern Jackson County, in northeastern Alabama, and northeastern Decatur County, northeastern Alabama, until 8:15 p.m. CDD time. We can see on here at 7:50 p.m. CDD time, severe thunderstorms located 7 miles west of Trine, moving northeast at 25, 60 mile per hour wind gusts is radar indicated. Expect damage to roof, sliding trees, Bridgeport, Ida E. We can see on here the max hail size 0.75 inches and max wind gusts of 60 miles per hour too. We can see on this storm right now as we're seeking. Then we're gonna take a look at our velocity rates over here too. Oh yeah, we're picking up a bit of wind here, I gotta say, in this one over here. So yeah, we're definitely picking up in some areas 60 mile per hour plus. We're definitely picking up 61, maybe 64 in some of these areas, 65, 66 even, I would say, in some of these areas over by Route 71. Right now, this is pretty damaging winds here. We gotta say over Route 71, we can see a County Road Bridge 24 right now as we're speaking too. So let's take a look more at our tornado warnings more up here. So looks like we just got a new tornado warning, guys, as we're just speaking. So at 8:52 p.m. EDD time, a new tornado warning was just issued in the National Weather Service. Wilmington has issued a tornado warning for north central Montgomery County in west central Ohio until 9:15 p.m. EDD time. At 8:52 p.m. EDD time, severe thunderstorms capable, producing a tornado located over Troutwood. We can see moving northeast at 25. Flying debris with dangerous to carve out shelter. Dayton, Troutwood. We can see Inglewood, Clayton, Union, Phillipsburg, Fort McKinley, and Dayton National Airport. International Airport, Northfield. We can still see on here Interstate 70. You can see also 2 on here, guys. So, all right. So, see, if you live in this area, you gotta get to your safe spots right now, guys, because it's not good, guys, as we're speaking right now. So, all right. So we're gonna take a look at our rotation track here. So we're gonna take a look at our rotation track real quick, also in this area. So let's see. Yep, we do have a bit of rotation track over the Springboard Convention area. We can see right now. We can see a park. So then we can let's take a look at our let's see. Let's pick up our weather service over here. So all right. So over Route 49, we can see our most wind gusts right now. We can see in Salem Bend Drive, we're seeing. Okay, yeah, we're picking up some of these areas 64-mile-per-hour wind gusts as we're speaking right now. So that is this lot high amount of wind gusts as we're speaking right now, guys. So not good. So hope everyone's in their safe spots here right now as we're speaking. So all right. So but I gotta say before. I think before we had a lot more heavy rain in some areas, but it looks like some areas we're not getting as much heavy rain anymore. But some areas we are still getting heavy rain, like West Carlington, parts of Miamisburg too, and looks like Dayton too also. So I wouldn't be, if this doesn't expire soon, I wouldn't be surprised if it was moved up to Dayton, but I think it will expire in a few minutes. We just have to see what happens. So, but this one over here, this one's gonna expire because it's below severe limits now. So. All right, so let's check how many severe thunderstorm warnings we have. We have 5 severe thunderstorm warnings right now. Did we talk? I think we. Is this another one? Yeah, this is another one. So we got a new severe thunderstorm warning in Georgia. We can see as we're speaking right now. National Weather Service of Peachtree City has issued a severe thunderstorm warning for northwestern Walker County, in northwestern Georgia, Dade County. We can see in northwestern Georgia until 9:30 p.m. EDD time. At 8:53 p.m. EDD time, a severe thunderstorm is located over Hagden. We can see or near Trenton moving east of Verde. 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts is radar indicating safe damage to roads, sliding trees. Trenton, Cottonton Valley, Stephens Village. We can see Rising Fawn, New England, Morganville, Cloudland Canyon State Park, Cooper Heights, Wildwood Park. We can see on here too, and max hail size 0.75 inches. We can see max wind gusts of 60 miles per hour. We can see on here too. All right, everyone. So it looks like we got a severe thunderstorm warning here as we're speaking right now. So now we're gonna take a look at our wind gusts and the storm. Oh yeah, this thing is getting stronger. So over Shiloh looks like some of these areas we're definitely picking up 65, 66. We're seeing over County Road 155 right now, guys. That is high amount of wind gusts, I gotta say right now as we're speaking. So and now we're gonna check something else. So we're gonna see if there's any other severe thunderstorm warnings over here. This one expires in 3 minutes, so New Mexico, we got one. Okay, looks like all of our severe thunderstorm warnings as we're speaking right now are over here right now as we're speaking. So, okay, everyone, so we're going to move back up to Ohio and see what's going on for our tornado warnings up here. So that's expiring now in 3 minutes. All right, so this expires in 3 minutes. So we're going to see what happens with this. So we're going to see what happens if they issue another one for Dayton. We're going to see what happens in here in a few minutes here. All right, so let's take a look at our once again, let's take a look at our velocity rates over here. So let's take a look at the Wilmington one. So right, so okay, County Club looks like we're picking up a bit of wind gusts there. We're seeing right now at least over 60, 64. We're seeing in some of these areas 66, 65 over the County Club right now as we're speaking. So, all right, everyone. So then we're gonna, of course, take a look at our rotation track again on this. So yep, we do have a bit of rotation track over this road right now. Looks like over Munger Road. We can see right now. You can see on here, everyone, a bit of rotation track, but we're gonna see here in about 2 minutes if this thing gets extended more or just that's it for that. So let's see what happens. So now we're gonna check our rotation track more up here in this other tornado warning in Ohio. Okay, our tornado, our rotation track has went down a bit, so looks like our ground camp AB, we might have a little bit of rotation track right now there as we're speaking in the air. So, all right, so then we still got some high wind gusts over Tylersburg, Eastwood, Westbrook, Regency Road. We're seeing maybe wind gusts of 61 miles per hour right now over there too. So yeah, guys, I wouldn't. Let's see what happens here. Okay, it's expiring now. Yep, storm is we're breaking below severe limits, and that's a really good thing, guys. So all right, so let's check. We got 5 severe thunderstorm warnings right now. We got two very tornado warnings, but 2 of them are expiring now. So that's gonna leave us with 1 here in just about 30 seconds from now. So, all right, so we're gonna check what's going down with our other 3 storms right now. All right, this was 749 one, so we're gonna check up on this one again, of course, because it's been a few minutes since we checked this up. So, all right, so some of these areas we're picking up maybe 55, I would say 57, maybe 59. So maybe area near 60, maybe. So then our storms down here. Let's check our storms down here again because these are picking up a bit of wind gusts. I gotta say, County Road 155. I'd say we're picking up a bit of wind gusts here, maybe 64. You know, some of these areas we're picking up right now 65, definitely 66, maybe even. So this is a strong storm, I gotta say. This one is right now. So all right, so then we're gonna check our let's check our did we have another okay that I think that was it for that one. So all right, let's check. So it looks like we got a new severe thunderstorm warning over here in New Mexico right now also. So oh, this one has a bit of heavy rain, I gotta say. So all right, everyone. So El Paso, Texas, at 6:59 p.m. Mountain Time has just issued a new severe thunderstorm warning at until 7:45 p.m. Mountain Time. At 6:59 p.m. Mountain Time, severe thunderstorms located 12 miles southeast of Acalia, moving south at 25 miles per hour, 60 mile per hour, 1 gust and quarter size hail, and max hail size of 1 inch, and maximum gust is up 60 miles per hour. We're seeing that we can see in there, we're getting some torrential rainfall, looks like too. Also, we're gonna check our hail with this also on here. We check our estimated hail size. Yeah, we're getting a bit of hail with this in New Mexico right now. We're getting about 1.2 inches. We can see in some areas, and even maybe potentially 1.5 in this storm right now as we're speaking. So, and now we're gonna, of course, check our velocity rates with this storm. Yes, this storm we're picking up a bit of wind. We're seeing some, we're seeing maybe 50 in here, maybe in some of these areas 60. We're seeing also in that light blue area, we're definitely maybe seeing 65. We can see in there also, guys, too. So, all right, so let's take a look over here. Let's take a look like over here in this area over here back in Ohio again. So see what's going on there. So it expires in about 13 minutes from now. So take a look at our rotation track over here. Okay, yeah, our rotation track is weakened a lot, but there, this is probably will expire soon. All right, so let's take a look at our velocity once again over here. Okay, it looks like velocity has dropped a bit over here, maybe 50 mile per hour. When guys we're seeing some of these areas now. So I think this tornado warning will expire soon, in my opinion. So let's take a look over let's take a look over in parts of let's keep checking on this storm over here in New Mexico right now. So got torrential rainfall, looks like. Then we got some heavy rain over Interstate 10, looks like, in parts of New Mexico right now also. Then looks like over here, is this the one that's still going from like 2 hours ago? Oh, that's okay, that's a long time. So let's check it anyway. Let's see what's going on in this storm right here. That was this severe thunderstorm warning that was issued 2 hours ago, because that's a long severe thunderstorm warning. So I'm interested with how this thing is actually moving over at. So what's going on with it? So let's take a look. So it's this thing will this actually load. So okay, okay. So some of these areas are maybe picking up 40 to 50. We can see on here. Maybe 55 also. So okay, so we're gonna of course check our hail with that too also on here. So because I'm interested in that too. So okay, so Okay, not much hail with that one. So we're gonna go back over to over here back in parts of. We're gonna go back to Ohio and see what's going on there. So, all right. So this expires in 11 minutes. So, okay, 9:02 p.m. A new severe tornado warning was issued until 9:15 p.m. for north central Montgomery County. We can see on here at 9:02 p.m. severe thunderstorms capable of producing a tornado radar indicator rotation. Flying debris will be dangerous for those call for shelter. Mobile homes will be damaged or destroyed. If you live in this area, you got to get to your safe spots right now. We can see on here too, guys. So. All right, let's see what's happening here. So, okay, we still have a bit of rotation track over Tylersburg right now over Route 49. We can see East Westbrook Road. We can see right now also. We can see on here everyone. Then we're gonna check. Now we're gonna check our of course we're gonna check our velocity rates over here. I want to make sure it doesn't go over to New Mexico. So because it does that thing sometimes where it just takes you drags it over there. So. All right, so some of these areas looks like Morgan Place right now, maybe getting about I would say 55 or seeing right now. So Route 49 we're probably seeing about 45, 50 in some areas too right now as we're speaking. So okay, that one is let's see. Let's check how heavy some of these rainfalls are. Dayton, we're getting a lot of heavy rainfall right now from these storms as we're speaking. So um, Miamisburg, you're getting light to moderate rain right now. We can see in parts of Ohio, we're getting heavy rain right now, like Kings Island. We can see on here as we're speaking right now. So let's take a look. We've got currently 5 severe thunderstorm warnings and 1 tornado warning on here. We're seeing right now, guys. So then we got a few special weather statements as we're speaking too right now. So just keep a check on that. So all right, so. Let's see. So some of these areas are still getting a bit of heavy rain, but we're gonna check our estimated hail in some of these areas. Okay, looks like Southdale may be getting about 0.2 inches of hail right now over the medical center. So you see on here 0.2 inches of hail, but not much hail. So let's see this storm down here. This storm we're maybe seeing we're seeing maybe a half an inch of hail. We can see over Interstate 59 right now. As we're talking right now over Stewarttown, we can see about 0.5, 0.6 inches of hail. We see over Interstate 59. Then it looks like I think is this the same one or a different one? I just want to make sure. Sometimes I don't want to talk about the same thing. So was that 901? Okay, I think it was. So this is new or not, so we could just talk about it again. So it looks like we have max one gusses or max hail size of 0.75 inches. We're seeing with this too right now. So all right, so you can see some heavy rain over Dayton right now too. But our tornado warning is still going right now. We have 8 more minutes on it, so we're gonna let's take a look at something else. So we're gonna take a look at our reflectivity. That is, so this is our okay. Yep, we're picking up a bit of wind gusts here over Northmore Elementary School right now. We're seeing maybe 55-mile-per-hour wind gusts in here as we're talking right now, as we're speaking. So yeah, guys. So all right, so. Then looks like the Wilmington looks like we're maybe picking up about 40-mile-per-hour wind gusts over here right now. We're seeing two right now on here, 45, 50. We can maybe see up to in some of these areas. So, all right, so let's take a look at our. I'm trying to think. So, what I gotta say is these are. What I gotta say these still this one's still in a severe storm over here. It's 50-mile-per-hour wind gusts, but still strong storm. Some of these are still strong storms. I gotta say, with the 50-mile-per-hour wind gusts, that's still considered a strong storm, but severe is 60. That's considered. So, okay, that was 8:01 p.m. CDD time. That was issued by Nashville, Tennessee. So, let's see. This was max hail size 0.7 inches, max wind gusts of 60. Now we're gonna take a look at our velocity rates on these ones again. So, all right, we're gonna take a look down here in parts of Alabama. Looks like Trenton, we're getting a lot of high wind gusts right now. Maybe it looks like over 60, 65 in some areas we're seeing right now. The wider areas mean higher wind gusts. Definitely 65 in some of these areas. We're definitely picking up. Down Trenton, we're picking up at least 60 to 65 mile-per-hour wind gusts as we're speaking. So at Interstate 59, we're picking up maybe like looks like some areas are picking up at least over 60. We're picking up 61, 63 in some of these areas too. This is a really severe. This is a severe storm here. we're talking about right now here. So then look and check our reflectivity right here. We're seeing a really heavy rain in some of these areas of Trenton right now. Down the Cedar Hill, we can see in Rising Fawn, we can see also on here too. We're seeing really heavy rain on here too. All right, so now we're gonna check this storm up here, our velocity rate in this storm. So let's see, this we gotta use Nashville, or we gotta use one of these Morristown. Let's use Nashville. All right, so some of these areas, it looks like we're easily picking up at least over 50 to 60. The wider areas mean we're picking up higher wind speeds. We're definitely picking up around 60 in some of these areas as we're talking. So these are a couple severe storms we're talking about right now. So these are, of course, we're going to check our hail on this too because we didn't know what our hail size on this is, if there's any hail. So, okay, looks like not much hail with these, maybe 0.1, maybe 0.2. Gotta say, maybe close to 0.15, something like that. So not much hail, but this one down here has a bit of hail, but we're still 0.5, 0.6 in over Interstate 59 right now as we're speaking. So that's a bit of hail, but it's not the worst amount. It's not the worst amount of hail. So all right, so then the special weather statement where we may be picking up 0.2 inches of hail. We're seeing right now too. So then we're gonna go back to our tornado warning for just one more minute here and see what's going else on here. This is about to expire any minute now. So let's see. Okay, our rotation track, yeah, there's nothing really there anymore. So I think this will expire and just be gone. So let's take a look at our velocity rates once again on here. I hate when it does that. So okay, some areas we're still picking up a bit of wind, so but not as much as before, maybe 50. So not like 60 to 50 is a big difference in wind. So all right, so we're gonna if this is still a severe thunderstorm warning, yes it is. So we're gonna take a look at our hail on this one because our hail on this one in New Mexico was a bit, I gotta say. So before, so okay, it's went down. So it was 1.5 before. Now we're down to like 0.8, 0.9 inches of hail. Now maybe we can see maybe an inch potentially. So and let's check our velocity rates at this one. So so all right, check this one. It's closer. So okay, yeah, looks like in this severe thunderstorm warning we are picking up a lot of velocity, but it looks like right here, just a little bit out of the severe thunderstorm warning, we're picking up maybe 68, 66, or even 70 potentially. Maybe about, I would say 65. I would say 66. I would say in there right now as we're speaking, mile per hour wind gusts. So then this storm is producing heavy rain. We can see over right now some areas over Interstate 10. We're getting some heavy rain also. We're not in over some areas of like nowhere. It looks like maybe a over there. So all right, so let's go over back to Jamestown and see what's going on over here. So Jamestown, let's check our any not really nothing there. So for that, so let's pull station up for this area. So check our velocity. So see if our velocities went down. So for this area, we still have about I would say we're picking up anywhere between like 48 and 62 in some of these areas we're seeing right now. So now we're gonna check the one over here in parts of Alabama and Georgia because this one had a bit of wind gusts, I gotta say. So this one we're picking up over 60 for sure more. So some of these areas I wouldn't even be surprised if we're picking up 65, 66. So in these whiter colors. So I would say it's a pretty severe thunderstorm. It's pretty severe storm here. So we can see on here, but we can see New England, Georgia. We're seeing about like it looks like let's see, maybe about 61, 63 in the city right now. We're seeing also Friendship of Church. We're seeing high wind gusts over right now too. So I'd say it's a lot of wind gusts here. So all right, so just making sure that everything is still working good. So because sometimes like I want to make sure the stream's still actually like going good. So because I want to make sure it's like didn't go out on us. All right, so we got 2 minutes left of our tornado warning. That's pretty much it for that, guys. The tornado warning. So I gotta say, we do have less heavy rain in places now. Before it was a lot more. So some areas are still getting heavy rain, but it doesn't look as much as before. So All right, so got currently 6 severe thunderstorm warnings as we're speaking right now. So let's check. So we got one in Arizona that was just issued right now. We can see just about 5 seconds ago, Tucson, Arizona, at 6:13 p.m. Mountain Time, Saturday, August 1st, 2026. Severe thunderstorm warning for southeastern Graham. We can see County in southeastern Arizona, southeastern Greenlee County in southeastern Arizona until 7 p.m. Mountain Time. At 6:13 p.m. Mountain Time, severe thunderstorms located 6 miles east of San Jose, moving southwest at 25 miles per hour. At 6:08 p.m. Mountain Time, automatic gauge at Sanford Airport. Sanford Airport reported a wind gust at 56 miles per hour. We can see max hail size 1 inch and max wind gust is up 60. So first of all, we're going to check our hail on this right now. So, okay, so see this estimated hail sizing is saying some of these areas are getting about 0.2, 0.3 inches, but sometimes these things could be a little off sometimes, these hail things. So we're gonna check our velocity thing here. So all right, so we're gonna let's see all right, so we you know what, I'm trying to think. So let's do this one. This one's better. So all right, so route 191, we can see we're getting about 50 some areas we're seeing right now. That darker green we're probably seeing definitely over 50 in some of these areas as we're speaking right now. So all right, I would say 40 to 50 in this storm right now, 50 something I would say in these storms right now as we're speaking. So about what they said pretty much on like that gauge thing, 56, 55. So all right, so this one is still going over here we're seeing right now. So in New Mexico, so we're gonna take a look at our hail on that one because that one was getting a bit of hail earlier. So if you're anyone, people, I'm trying to think what I was gonna say. So okay, so we can see on here we got about 0.8 inches of hail. We can see. So you can see on here maybe even an inch potentially. We can see of hail on this too. So all right, so we see heavy rain still over some of these areas of Interstate 10. You can see also right now too, but I guess our hails went down a bit on that one. So we're gonna move back over here to Kentucky and things on here too. Then it looks like, okay guys, wow, we just got a new tornado warning again by the National Weather Service of Wilmington, Ohio. All right, National Weather Service of Wilmington has issued a new tornado warning in north central Montgomery County and west central Ohio, south central Miami County and west central Ohio until 9:45 p.m. EDT time. At 9:13 p.m. EDT time, severe thunderstorms capable of producing a tornado located over Englewood, moving north at 20 miles per hour. This includes Interstate 70 in Ohio between mile markers of 29 and Verde, Dayton. We can see down here Venla, Englewood. We can see also on here West Milton. We can see Clayton and Union. Max hail size 0.0 inches. If you live in this area, you got to get to your safe spots right now as we're speaking, guys, in this area, guys. So, all right, so we're gonna have to check our velocity again here because we just got another tornado warning again. So I want to make sure it's actually in the date severe weather thing here. So all right, just making sure it's working actually. All right, so let's see Englewood. We're seeing, let's see in the Englewood area. We're seeing maybe I gotta see. So let's see, maybe like 40 to 50 in some of these areas we're seeing right now. So all right, we just gotta keep a watch over here. So but this area away from the station, we can see the red white. We can see maybe 40 to 52 in some of these areas. So yeah, guys. So all right, so but I gotta say, since earlier tornado warnings have dropped a bit, so we have one now still, but it was 5 earlier, so or 6. I think it was 6 actually. It was a bit. So all right, looks like we just got a new severe thunderstorm warning for the National Weather Service in Morristown, Tennessee. National Weather Service in Morristown has issued a severe thunderstorm warning for Southwest and Bradley County in East Central Tennessee, Hamilton County in East Central Tennessee until 10 p.m. EDT time. At 9:17 p.m. EDT time, severe thunderstorms located over Chignal. We can see Valley or 9 miles southwest of Chignal, moving northeast at 40, 60 mile per hour. Wind gusts radar indicated expect damage to road sliding trees. Chignal, Cleveland. We see Lakeside, Ridgeside, South Cleveland, Harrison, Wildwood Lake, East Cleveland. We can see in Red Bank. Max hail size 0.75 inches and maximum gusts of 60 miles per hour. We see on here too, guys. So we're gonna take a look at our velocity rates on here real quick too. Just want to make sure it doesn't do that thing, like it goes all the way back up there to Dayton. So All right, so this one over here is just still going strong. So this is a new one, a 9 max sail size, 0.75 inches, and maximum gust is of 60. You can see on here also everyone on here right now. All right, so you still see on here we got about this storm is still strong over Jamesburg. We can see we get about 66, 68 mile per hour wind gusts right now over Jamesburg. We're seeing just some really high wind gusts here as we're speaking right now, 64, 61 as we're speaking. I would say definitely 65 mile per hour wind gusts, I would say, in here as we're speaking. So, but this one over here, we're gonna have to check now too. Our velocity rates over here. So let's pull that up. So, all right. So, okay, some of these areas we're still seeing about let's see, let's check. Okay, 40 to 50, I would say in some of these areas right now. As we're seeking the wider areas, I would say, let's see, 48, 50. Yeah, 50, I would say 50 in some of these areas we're seeing right now. But this right now, let's see over here. Yep, that's where our highest wind gust is being picked up. That's where the 64 mile per hour wind gust is being picked up right now as we're speaking, guys. So, all right, so, all right, let's check something. So, we're going to check our estimated size of hail in this storm also. As we're seeing, okay, looks like near Trenton, we're maybe getting about 0.3 inches, 0.2. I would say anywhere between 0.1 and 0.5 and 0.3. We just got a new severe thunderstorm warning that was issued by Peachtree City, Georgia at 9:20 p.m. EDD time. We can see National Weather Service at Peachtree, northwestern County in northwestern Georgia, north central Walker County, and central Georgia. We can see 60 mile per hour wind gusts, excite damage, sliding trees. Cheney, we can see Chinagaw, we can see Rossville, Lookout Mountain, we see Chinagaw Valley, Fairview, Lakeville, Chinagaw Valley, Indian Springs, we can see on here. Graysville, we can see in East Ridge, we can see on here too, guys. Okay, so we can see this severe thunderstorm warning expires in about 39 minutes. We can see on here too. All right, so that expires in about 9 minutes. That was the one issued at 9:13. So then we just got a special weather statement over here too. So we're gonna keep checking these things out. So all right, so a bit of, okay, not really rotation track, but let's check it because sometimes we could get a bit of rotation tracks with this. So it means indicating a strong wind sometimes too. So all right, so let's take a look at something else. So then we got, it looks like a severe thunderstorm warning goes up here in looks like Dayton. We can see about a few minutes ago at 9:17 p.m. ADD time. Severe thunderstorm is located over Dayton, moving southeast at 25. Hazardous 60 mile per hour winds gusts radar indicated like damage to trees and power lines. Dayton, Kennington, Beaver Creek, Huber Heights, Fairborn, Trentwood. We can see Venla, Tippah City. We see Elkwood, White Patterson. We can see on here Riverside, Shiloh, Interstate 70 between mile markers of 33 and 34. Interstate 75 in Ohio between mile markers of 50 and 63. Max sail size 0.75 and maximum gusts of 60 miles per hour. We're seeing with this storm as we're speaking right now, guys. So pretty strong storm as we're speaking, guys. So just gotta keep tracking on that. So because that's not good. So you know what? We're gonna have to take a look at our velocity rates now. So all right, so take a look at our velocity rates over in Dayton. Let's see what's going on in the storm. So all right, so Dayton, we can see the green on there. So see some more areas picking up more wind than other areas. Probably Rain Avenue, or maybe just trying to see, maybe 52. We're seeing some of these areas 55 maybe. It looks like some of these areas. Okay, it looks like Wilbur Whitefield. Maybe we're seeing maybe 50 something, like 53, 55. We're maybe seeing in this storm right now as we're speaking. Say like I would say the storm's probably like near 60, but it's around there. It's like in the higher 50 mile per hour wind gust range, or 55. I would say so. With that storm as we're speaking. So also we're gonna take a look at our tornado warning also. So yeah, we do have a bit of rotation track over here in parts of Martindale we're seeing right now. So now we're gonna take a look at our velocity over here. So velocity, we're picking up maybe 40 something over here right now. So over here around 40, but Frederick move over here more. So picking up more wind, looks like over here. Some areas are maybe picking up near 60, 57, 59, and maybe 60. You can even see potentially right now over there. So, all right, so we're going to take a look at our, let's see, let's take a look at our, all right, so that was just a couple minutes ago. So we've got 7 severe thunderstorm warnings right now as we're speaking. So, all right, so let's take a look at this one. Let's see. We've got to check up on this one for our hail. So this one has a bit, okay, our hails went down a lot on this. So we're down to 0.5 now. Earlier it was 1.2, 1.3, 1.1. Guys, a lot more. So that's a good thing. That's an indicator our hail is going down. But we still got a lot of heavy rain on here too. You can see in this area right now in New Mexico. So then over here we can see a severe thunderstorm warning that was issued a bit ago here. So some areas we can see. Let's check our, of course, let's check our velocities on this too. So okay, yeah, some of these areas are still picking up over 60. That blue we can see maybe 68 we can see on there too. Some higher wind gusts in some areas we're seeing. But let's check this one also. So okay, this one is not really that strong. So maybe 50 in some areas we're picking up on here too. So yeah, guys. So okay, right. Tornadoes possible this severe thunderstorm. It says okay. All right, so we're gonna go back down here again. We're gonna check our strong storm that was going down over here in all right, we're gonna check our storm over here. So by Spencer Hill, we can see we got a pretty, I would say a higher amount of wind gusts we're seeing here still. I know it's over 60. We're seeing definitely over here right now 64. We're seeing in some of these areas 65. We're seeing maybe 62. Also, it looks like somewhere in the 60s. We're maybe seeing it's going away from the weather station. It says so. All right, so some of these areas like it looks is that Flintstone. So Flintstone Church we're seeing over 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts in that area right there right now as we're speaking. So then this one over here over by Cedar Grove, we're picking up looks like some areas we're picking up near 60 or even more, maybe 61 in here, 63, 58-mile-per-hour wind gusts as we're speaking right now, guys. So all right, so let me just check something real quick. So all right, so this area we're still picking up a pretty amount of high wind gusts, as I gotta say. So yeah, it's still okay. So then we're gonna of course check our hail on here too. So all right, so estimated hail size looks like in this area we see maybe 0.2 inches of hail right now. So we're gonna check our storm down here. Okay, not much hail. Maybe looks like some of these areas you're only picking up 0.1 inches, maybe 0.25 inches, maybe. So then over here in the Central Weather Statement, we're picking up over here by the Central Weather Statement more hail, maybe half an inch. We're seeing in this over there now. So okay, Dane, you're not even seeing much hail at all. Maybe 0.1, maybe. So this time right here, you're maybe seeing 0.2 inches of hail too. So just wanted to check the hail size, of course, on some of these storms. So just gotta know what our hail sizes are. So all right, so of course we're gonna take a look in Dayton again. So we see some heavy rain in Dayton right now. Interstate 70, we're seeing some heavy rain also too on here, guys. So yeah, a bit of heavy rain, I gotta say right now as we're speaking. So I would say some of these areas are still gonna have a lot of rainfall tonight also on here too, guys. So if you live in some of these areas, you're gonna get a bit of rainfall. So too. So we're gonna check. We have 8 severe thunderstorm warnings right now. So it looks like we just got a new severe thunderstorm warning in Kentucky just about 2 minutes ago at 9:26 p.m. EDT time. National Weather Service at Jackson, Kentucky has issued a new severe thunderstorm warning for over Postlethorpe County. We can see South Central Kentucky, West Central Jackson County, and Southeastern Kentucky, Rockcastle County, and Central Kentucky until 10 p.m. EDT time. At 9:25 p.m. EDT time, severe thunderstorms located over Ottawa, we can see, or 7 miles west of Mount Vernon, moving northeast at 40. 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts in nickel-sized hail we're seeing here, radar indicated. Mount Vernon around 9:30 p.m. EDT time. Rutherford Valley around 9:35 p.m. EDT time. Humala around 9:40. We see Industrial Palm around 9:45 p.m. EDT time. Max hail size 0.88 inches of hail. Max wind gusts of 60 miles per hour. So now we're going to take a look at our velocity rates on here. We're seeing, okay, some of these areas we are picking up a bit of velocity. So some of these roads like Route 934, we're seeing Route 268. We're seeing, okay, they just updated again, 934, Route 934. You may be picking up like around 68 to 70. We're seeing on here right now, just what this thing is saying, a near 70-mile-per-hour wind gusts are indicated by 934, Route 934 right now, guys. So alright, so let's check over here in this town called Berea. So Route 956 right now, we're definitely picking up at least 60 every mile per hour. Wind gusts is 64, 62. We're seeing on here too. It looks like downtown Berea, you're maybe let's see, downtown Berea, you ain't picking up as much as the other areas. You may be picking up 20-mile-per-hour wind gusts, 30-mile-per-hour wind gusts, because the storm's wind gusts are different in every part of the storm. So the whole storm made the same amount per hour wind gusts. So alright, so then we can see the radio tower overlook. You're seeing on here right now. You're maybe picking up over 50-mile-per-hour wind gusts there, 55. We're seeing the 60s over Morrow's Grocery. We're seeing right now wind gusts. So it just depends, because every storm the wind gusts ain't the same in like the whole storm. So all right, so we're gonna go back up to Dane and check our velocity rates there again. So because our storm up there that keeps let's see, we're just gonna there it is, there's Dayton, there's the Dayton tower. So all right, so we're gonna see, okay, yeah, some of these areas are we're definitely picking up over 40 in a lot of these area mile per hour wind gusts right now, and maybe some areas maybe close to 50. So it doesn't look as strong as before the storm. So maybe over 50 in some areas we may be seeing right now also. So all right, so then we're gonna see on here parts of we're gonna go back down to, of course, of this storm, because this storm we've got caught some high wind gusts a lot in this storm before also. So all right, so Waverly Park, it looks like you're still getting high wind gusts of over 60 for sure on here. 64, 61 we're seeing right now on here too. You see on here, also on here in this town right now over Greenfield Drive right now, we're seeing right now too, guys. So okay, so let's take a look. Let's take a look at this severe thunderstorm warning up here. So so this one is all right, so this one is definitely near 62. We're seeing maybe 55, 60, but the pink on there, let's see, pink on there, okay, that pink on there is definitely in the 60s somewhere, maybe near 60. Yeah. All right, so I'm gonna let's see how many severe thunderstorm warnings we have. We have 7 severe thunderstorm warnings and 7 flash flood warnings right now as we're speaking, guys. That's a lot of flash flood warnings. So, but 7 severe thunderstorm warnings also as we're speaking right now, guys, too. All right, so let's see something on here. So, do we get anything new? Oh yeah, it looks like we just got a new severe thunderstorm warning somewhere. And it looks like New Mexico, we just got a new severe thunderstorm warning by the National Weather Service, El Paso, Texas. We're seeing right now in El Paso is issued a severe thunderstorm warning for West Central Ottawa County. We can see in South Central New Mexico, East Saura County in South Central New Mexico, and Northeastern Don Ann County in South Central New Mexico until 8:15 p.m. Mountain Time. At 7:31 p.m. Mountain Time, you see a severe thunderstorm wind gust located near White Sands National Park, moving south at 30 miles per hour, hazard 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts in penny-sized hail. Expect damage to road sliding and trees. White Sands National Park, North Up Landing, Almagor, we can see Holloman, we can see Air Force Base, we can see Bala Acres, Oliver, Lake Lee State Park, and Lake Lilliker, we can see also on here too, guys, right now. Alright, everyone, so we see on here Highway 54 in New Mexico between mile markers of 44 and 71 on here. Max hail size 0.75 inches and maximum gusts of 60 miles per hour. We can see on here also 2 guys on here. So Then we'll see some areas by Rosewell. We're seeing some heavy rain right now also too, guys, on here. So some of these areas are still getting pretty much of heavy rain we're seeing right now also too. So all right, we're gonna of course check our velocity rates on here too. So let's take a look over here. Let's put this one in. So all right, yeah, but it looks like okay, yeah. So this looks like the storm is picking up a bit of wind. So okay, yeah, it looks like some of these areas are definitely picking up 70 for sure in some of these areas in the storm right now as we're speaking. So it's definitely picking up a bit of wind there. So all right, so now we're gonna go back up to over here and back up Tennessee. We can see also. So I'm gonna go grab something real quick. It's just gonna be like a minute, guys. So I'll be right back. Just 1 minute, guys. And also stay in the stream because it's only gonna be 1 minute, guys. Sorry, guys. I hope I wasn't too long. So just this back started. So you see on here we got severe thunderstorm warning in parts of looks like we still have a severe thunderstorm warning there. So Collegedale also we have a severe thunderstorm warning on here too still. So we're gonna check our velocity rates of course on here too right now. So all right, so we're gonna check our velocity rates once again. So So picking up at least 60 to 70, 60 something on here. We're seeing over Interstate 75 right now. We're seeing 62, 61. We're seeing on here still some high wind gusts on here by East Hostable right now, as we're talking about right now. Royal Oaks right now. I'm seeing right now on here too. SR 23. I'm seeing high wind gusts too, about 62, 61. We're seeing Walmart Neighborhood Market. We're seeing 63 on there too. Just some high wind gusts on here right now as we're speaking, guys. So, all right. So, gotta say that's so high. That's a really high amount of wind gusts right now as we're talking about. So, Brainerd Park, we're seeing maybe around 55, 60. We see right now. Brainerd Golf Course, we see about 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts as we're speaking right now too. All right. So. It looks like Route 1164 we're seeing maybe 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts right now as we're speaking. So pretty high amount of wind gusts we're seeing right now there. So then we're seeing some heavy rain over the west side we can see on here right now. Military Anchors, we're seeing some really high wind gusts as we're speaking right now too, guys, on here. So I'm just gotta keep watching that storm. Then check up here. So that was 9:17. So expires in 5 minutes. So all right, so that was 9:17 p.m. also. So let's check if there's anything new, but we can still, I feel like our velocity rates high there. So let's check, let's check, I'm trying to see if there's anything else we can check on here. So just keep checking our, let's just check this storm again. So, okay, so, oh yeah, we are picking up a bit more wind here now. We're definitely seeing over 60 here now. 64 over Route 201 right now. Chambersburg Road, we're picking up at least 63, 62 mile per hour wind gusts as we're speaking right now. On here, Fishburg Road, we're picking up at least 61 to 62 mile per hour wind gusts now too on here. So I gotta say, that's a lot. That's a pretty high amount of wind gusts there we're seeing right now too, guys, also on here. So then over, it looks like over in this area, you're maybe picking up over 60 mile per hour wind gusts to over 202 right now. We're seeing whatever it looks like Weldcraft we're seeing right now. On here by West Charleston, we're seeing right now also on here. Then looks like over here in this neighborhood over our Bartlett Street, we can see a cord on here. We're seeing about over 60 mile per hour wind gusts, 65 mile per hour wind gusts we're seeing on here right now too, as we're speaking, everyone. So all right, so let me check something else. So we're gonna go down here. Okay, that expires in a few minutes. So expires in a few minutes at 8:38 p.m. CDD time, Saturday, August 1st. The severe thunderstorm is weakened below severe limits, so there will be a lot to expire soon. So, but we're gonna we're gonna check over here what's going on over here back in New Mexico, because we do have a couple severe thunderstorm warnings over here. So let's of course check our velocity rates here. So Holman Airface Base, we're seeing a pretty bit of higher wind gusts. As I gotta say, some areas we are seeing over 60 and maybe even 70. We're seeing in that yellow 70, maybe 72. We're seeing there right now in New Mexico. 65, 70. We're seeing in this area right now by the Man Air Force Base. We're seeing right now. So we're gonna check these storms over here. Okay, it doesn't look as high. So on here, the storms wind gusts as that. So you're maybe picking up 45 on here over at 10 right now. But this area, you're maybe picking up at least 60 on here or 70. We're seeing too also, everyone. So, all right. So now we're gonna go over here to this storm. This storm is picking up only like maybe 20 to 30 or 40. We're seeing on there right now. So, all right. So now we're gonna go back over to this area in parts of Kentucky. We can see also on here too right now. And even Tennessee, this is going to expire in Tennessee in 2 minutes. So, all right. So then this, we see a tornado is still possible there. That expires about 17 minutes from now. But we're going to check up on that again, because that was picking up a bit of, I'd say a bit of high wind gusts earlier. So let's see on here. So Interstate 70, you're definitely picking up over 60 mile per hour wind gusts right now. You're picking up at least 61 to 64. We're seeing right now over this neighborhood right now. Some high wind gusts as we're speaking. So, okay, now it's moved over here more on the Interstate 70. We're still seeing 61 maybe on here over Interstate 70, 62 mile per hour wind gusts as we're speaking right now, guys, on here too. So a bit of high wind gusts we're talking about right now here. So that's a high amount of wind gusts. So let's take a look. Let's take a look at our. All right, let's take a look at down here again. So because this storm had a lot of high wind gusts about 5-10 minutes ago. So Cambridge states you're definitely seeing over 60 here. You're seeing 61, 63 in these areas. Jenkins Road we can see also on here. You can see, and over this area looks like a lot of businesses here. You're seeing over 60. We're seeing on here around 51 to 61. We're seeing on here. We see a lot of stores on here. That's, oh my God. We got Olive Garden. We see on here. This you could name it. There's like over 50 places here. So okay, so this expires now. Okay, that's severe thunderstorm warning over there. But this is gonna keep going for another 15 minutes. We're seeing, but looks like we got a new severe thunderstorm warning for Morristown, Tennessee. National Weather Service has issued a new severe thunderstorm warning for southeastern London County in eastern Tennessee, east central McMinn County in East Tennessee. You see on here, southwestern Albemarle County in East Tennessee, central Moore County in East Tennessee until 10:30 p.m. EDT time. At 9:44 p.m. EDT time, a severe thunderstorm is located 10 miles south at Madisonville, moving northeast at 60 mile per hour wind gusts radar indicated. Expect damage to sliding trees, Maryville, Madison, Runmore, Greenback, Friendsville, Tellica Plains, Fort London State Park, Cooker Creek. We can see Telefoville, and we can see Constant Peninsula. We see also on here too. That was just issued, and we can see our high wind gusts is on here over SR 39 right now, as we're speaking, over 60 in some of these areas, 64. We're seeing right now a pretty high amount of wind gusts as we're talking right now. So that's a lot, guys. So all right, you know what, let's go check up here and see what's going on up here. So this was issued about 7 minutes ago, so we're going to take a look at this now. Over Mount Vernon, 9:38 p.m. Jackson, Kentucky has issued a severe thunderstorm warning remaining effective until 10 p.m. EDT time for West Central Jackson and Rockcastle counties. At 9:37 p.m. EDT time, severe thunderstorms located in Hatton. We can see on near Mount Vernon, moving northeast at 40 miles per hour, 60 mile per hour wind gusts and nickel size hail radar indicated. Expect damage to roof sliding and trees. The severe thunderstorms will be near Girdlich. Land around 9:45 p.m. EDT time. For protection, move to the interior room or the lowest floor of the building. Max hail size 0.88 inches and maximum is of 60 miles per hour. We're seeing here right now, guys, as we're speaking. So then we're gonna let's take a look at our velocity here also. So all right, so see if this is it picking up any. Okay, it is picking up something. So some of these areas looks like over by climax we're seeing 40 to 50 in some of these areas right now, and maybe even 52 in some areas we're seeing right now on here too. And looks like right over here we're maybe picking up a bit of high wind gusts, maybe 65 in there. We're seeing in the bluish area. So okay, guys, so let's take a look down at our let's take a look at this storm. This looks like a lot of heavy rain there we're seeing right now. So then over here we got a special weather statement, 50 mile per hour wind gusts we're seeing right now there. So now we're gonna go back up to Dane and see what's going on there with that storm. So we're gonna check our velocity here. So all right, so let me just pull that up. So all right, so hold on. No, not that one. So let's check our. Let's. All right, so let's see. Some of these areas we're still picking up. We're still picking up near 60, maybe 61. Some of these areas are around 201 as we're speaking right now. Maybe 55 in some of these areas. True carriage trails we're seeing also on here. Then Interstate 70 we're still picking up maybe 30 to 20 in some areas we're still seeing, but every area doesn't have high wind gusts. So we see over Buckeye Trail Court we're still picking up maybe 50 to 60 in some areas also too. All right, so then we can see Beaver Creek area, you're picking up at least 55 to 60 in some areas still. 57 Taro Park, you're picking up 57 to 59. We're seeing mile per hour wind gusts as we're speaking right now, guys. So, all right. So, of course, we're going to take a look at our New Mexico storms again. So, we still got a couple severe thunderstorm warnings here, but we're going to take a look at our velocity here in this area again. So, Holloman Air Force Base, we're seeing 50 something mile per hour wind gusts, and even 60. We're seeing some of these areas 65. We're seeing also too. So yeah, guys. So now we're gonna take a quick look at our hail in these areas too, because that is interesting to look at also. So all right, so estimated hail. Okay, we don't even have estimated hail anymore over there. So let's go back over here, guys. So. Alright, so Dayton, you got some heavy rain right now still, but we're gonna take a look at this area again. So no, not that area. So why is it going? I hate when it does stuff like that. Alright, so now we're gonna take a look over at Mount Vernon. So see where our nearest station is. Where's our nearest station? So alright, so what, we're gonna take a look at over here. So the station, I don't know what's wrong with that. Okay, there's something wrong. I think that station is something wrong with it. Yeah, that's what it's saying. Alright, we're just gonna take a look at this storm down here. So SR 21, we're seeing wind gusts is over at least over let's see 50. We're seeing 55, even near 58 over Sandlift Gap Road. We're seeing right now. Also Interstate 75. You're definitely seeing over 50 mile per hour wind gusts in some areas right now as we're speaking. Then we see Swanson Mill, we're seeing over at least 50. We're seeing in some areas 55, 57, 52. We're seeing mile per hour wind gusts as we're speaking right now too. Guys, it's a high amount of wind gusts right now as we're speaking right now, guys. So, alright, so it's going to take a look at, we're going to take a look at maybe up here again in Dane. We're going to see what's going on up there. So, because earlier we were picking up so high wind gusts a few minutes back, but okay, so we are still picking up high wind gusts, I gotta say. Some areas we are still picking up about 60. We're seeing over PT 70 Boulevard, we're seeing over 60 mile per hour wind gusts right now there. In some areas of 202 and 571, you're seeing close to 62, maybe 57, 59, and maybe potentially even 60 mile per hour wind gusts too. So just gotta say, really some severe storms tonight. Gotta say on here, but I gotta say our rain amounts have went down earlier. It's a lot heavier. So now we're gonna go back down to Tennessee here, or Kentucky. This is so. At 9:47 p.m. EDD time, severe thunderstorm was issued by Jackson, Kentucky. Severe thunderstorm warning remains effective until 10 p.m. EDD time for West Central Jackson and Northern White Castle counties. We can see on here also too, guys, on here. So we see 60 mile per hour wind gusts in nickel-sized hail. Radar indicated expect damage or sliding in trees. The severe thunderstorm remaining over rural areas of West Central Jackson and Northern Rock Castle counties, including the following locations: Broadhead, we can see max hail size 0.88 inches and max wind gusts of 60 miles per hour. We can see on here right now too, guys. So we're gonna take a look at our velocity rates to see if that's working. Okay, it's working again. So you see on here, okay, yeah, some areas we are picking up a bit of wind gusts, 63, 64. We're seeing in some of these areas 62. We're seeing over Flat Rock right now, and over 1,104 Route 1,104. We're maybe seeing over 60 there too, also, too, guys. Then, of course, we're gonna take a quick look at our hail. Let's see if any of these storms have hail over here. All right, so it looks like over Route 461, you're maybe seeing about 0.2 inches of hail, not much hail. So then let's take a look at some of these hails amounts down here in this other severe thunderstorm. You're maybe seeing 0.3 in this storm, and maybe even potentially 0.4. You're seeing over SR 20 right now, guys, on here. So then we're going to see some really heavy rain over Cambridge Estates, Valley View subdivision. We're seeing on here, guys, just a lot of heavy rain, I gotta say there. So then we're gonna, but we don't have as much heavy rain in Dayton anymore, and that's a good thing, guys. So before it was taking up most of the area. So All right, so it looks like somewhere we did get a new severe thunderstorm warning, so I want to see where it is. Looks like Arizona this is again. So the new severe thunderstorm warning in Tucson, Arizona. This started now, but okay. So it started now, just now. We can see it expires in 1 hour. National Weather Service of Tucson has issued a severe thunderstorm warning for northwestern Costa County. We can see in southeastern Arizona, south central Graham County, and southeastern Arizona until 7:45 p.m. Mountain Time. At 6:53 p.m. Mountain Time, severe thunderstorms located 15 miles northwest of Bowie. We see moving south at 15. Hazard 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts. Radar indicates like damage to roofs, sliding, and trees, mainly rural areas of north central Casa. We can see in south central Graham counties. We see there's no hail size with this, and max wind gusts of 60 miles per hour. You can see with this also. So now we're going to take a look at our velocity rates on here too. So, all right, guys. So we can check this. So some of these areas we're seeing definitely over 50. We're seeing in that green area. So maybe 50 we're seeing there definitely. So 52, 50 we're seeing with this right now. And some heavy rain. Also, as you're speaking right now, guys, just a bit of heavy rain there. We're seeing right now too, guys, on here. So, all right. So I'm gonna make sure everything's working good. Okay, still working good. Just making sure the stream is connecting good because I don't want to like it doesn't work or something. So we can see this was from earlier. So we can go back over here again. So all right. So we still get some heavy rain over Interstate 75. We can see right now over by Dane. So we're gonna take a look at our velocity rates on here too. All right. So will this load? Okay. No, I like using this one. So okay, so some areas we're still seeing some high wind gusts, but we're still seeing maybe 60 in some areas. We're still seeing over this area. See what the street's called. Okay, it doesn't want to load it. So then over maybe around 40, we're maybe seeing 55-mile-per-hour wind gusts right now as we're speaking. So then near Fairborn, we're seeing maybe 50 something right now. 255 we're seeing. Also then Page Manor, we're seeing maybe or near 48 to 52. Loop Road, we're maybe seeing 45. Also mile per hour wind gusts as we're speaking right now too on here. But we see in these other areas, you're maybe seeing about 20 to 30 mile per hour wind gusts like Marysville right now also. So, all right, so we'll go back down to Cleveland, Tennessee. So let's see what's going on over there. So, all right, let's take a look again at our, let's take a look over here again. So, see where our nearest station is. All right, so there's our station. So, SR Route 21, you may be picking up near 55, 58, and maybe even potentially near 16. Some areas still by SR Route 21. So, and we're gonna Ringgold. We can see we're maybe picking up. Let's see on here. We may be picking up 59, 57. We're still seeing on here also everyone right now as we're speaking. So, just a bit of wind gusts still we're seeing on here too. All right, so. Hold on, guys. So, just to let you guys know, it ain't moving anywhere towards Fort Smith, Arkansas. You guys are good there. So, just check in chat real quick. So, you guys are good in Fort Smith, Arkansas. It's not even close over there. You guys are good. So, all right. So, then we do still have a couple special weather statements down here. We got 40-mile-per-hour wind gusts there. Then, 50 over here still. Then we got 50. Wait, is that brand new? So, okay, that was issued a few minutes ago. So let's check this out. So, National Weather Service of Peachtree City has issued a severe thunderstorm warning for northeastern Fannin County. We can see also on here in north central Georgia. We can see until 10:30 p.m. EDT time and 9:52 p.m. EDT time. Severe thunderstorms located near Epper Wharf or near Blue Ridge, moving northeast at 15 miles per hour. 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts radar indicated except damage to roof, sliding in trees. Blue Ridge, Morganton, Manuel Bluff. We can see also Epper Wharf. We can see in Cooper Hill. We can see also too on here, guys. All right, so it's like a rotation track down here that indicates strong wind gusts. There's not much on here, so but we're gonna keep an update on the hail again. But we see Ringgold. We can see also on here We get about 0.2, 0.3 inches of hail we're seeing in some areas, and maybe even 0.4 over 4176. We're maybe seeing also, and 217, we're maybe seeing about 0.3 inches of hail. We're seeing right now also two guys on here. So, all right, 8 severe thunderstorm warnings right now as we're speaking. So, all right, so. All right, we're gonna check up in Dayton again, see what's going on. So, all right, so it looks like this storm we do have a higher winds down here, but the rotation track is picking up again on this one we're seeing right now. So, yeah, so let's take a look at our velocity, of course, on this one too. All right, so Route 241, you're seeing near 60 again, 61. We're seeing right now Rebel Funty Road. We're seeing right now also. We're seeing Route 235. You're maybe seeing 50 something mile per hour wind gusts right now, as we're speaking right now, guys. Also, too, just a high amount of wind gusts right now as we're speaking, guys. Right now, as we're seeing this. So, all right, so. All right, so we're gonna check some of these other storms down here. We're gonna go back to I think that yeah, this weather station here. I think it's broken because it hasn't scanned since 5:04 p.m. today, so that's not good. So all right, so this storm over here, we're still seeing some areas. We're still getting up near 60. We're seeing over in this neighborhood over here, we're maybe seeing about 57, we're maybe seeing a 59 over Scenic View Drive, we're seeing right now. Also on here, two guys right now, about 59 mile per hour wind gusts right now as we're speaking right now. All right, we see Ringgold, we can see we're getting maybe about 60 in some areas too, over rough 151 right now, guys, on here too. So you can see, so all right, so some high wind gusts is on here. So we're gonna check this one over here. So what's going on over here? This is issued about 8 minutes ago. So we're still seeing about 50 to 50 something in this area, 55. We're maybe seeing also two guys on here. So two guys. So all right. So let's see. Let's check what's going back up in Dayton. So I think our severe thunderstorm warning is gone in Dayton now. So okay, everyone. So. This was a new severe thunderstorm warning that was issued by the Jackson, Kentucky National Weather Service just a minute ago. National Weather Service of Jackson, Kentucky has issued a severe thunderstorm warning for northeastern Montgomery County and east central Kentucky, Bath County and east central Kentucky, southeastern Fleming County. You can see also two on here, guys, right now. So, all right, so in east central Kentucky, southwestern Washington County and east central Kentucky until 10:30 p.m. ADD time. At 10 p.m. ADD time, severe thunderstorms located over Addison or near Owensingville, moving east at 25 miles per hour. Hazardous 60 mile per hour wind gusts in quarter size hail. P sticks around 10:05 p.m. EDD time. Granger City, we can see around 10:10 p.m. EDD time. Ringrose Mills around 10:20. See max hail size 1 inch and max wind gusts of 60 miles per hour. We see with this on here too, guys, right now. So we're gonna take a look at our velocity here also too. So all right, so wind gusts is here. We see Ronaldsville. We can see about 50 something also on here. About 48 to 52 in some areas of Ronaldsville right now. We see also on here too. So now we're gonna take a look at some. We're gonna take our severe weather outlook for the rest of the night here. We've got a margin risk for the rest of the night in parts of Ohio, Kentucky, Tennessee, Alabama, Georgia. And we got a margin risk for New Mexico and Texas. We can see for the rest of the night here. Then also we do have 5% wind risk for Ohio, Tennessee, Knoxville, Huntsville. We can see also Birmingham, New Mexico, Arizona, and Texas. We can see. Then our hail risk, we have no hail risk anymore. So pretty much we do have a tornado risk for some parts of Ohio and Kentucky, a 2% tornado risk. You can see also on here too, guys. So all right, so Morristown, it looks like we just got a new severe thunderstorm warning not that long ago, 9:57 p.m. EDT time. We can see this was issued at severe thunderstorms located 7 miles east of Madisonville, moving northeast at 40 moving northeast at 40. 60 mile per hour wind gusts radar indicated expect damage to rough sliding trees, Marysville, Greenback, Friendsville, Tahlequah Plains, Fort London, London State Park, Turfenville, Moncrief, Carson Peninsula, Happyville, and Conoco Beach. We can see max hail size 0.75 inches. We can see in maximum gusts of 60 miles per hour. we see on here too, guys. So, all right, so we're gonna check our velocity rates once again on here too. So, all right, so let's check. So, okay, yeah, this one's picking up a bit of wind speeds here. We're definitely seeing over 60 here. We're seeing at least 64 to 68, I gotta say, in here. It's near even, maybe, or even over here, we're maybe picking up 70. Ball play road, we're maybe seeing like at least 66, 65, 68 mile per hour wind gusts with this right now. And even 3 points, you're picking up near 64, 66. You're seeing right now also on here too, guys. It's a high amount of wind gusts as we can see on here, also too on here, guys, right now as we're speaking. So, all right, so let's also check our hail too on here. Let's see if any hail. So, okay, these storms are not picking up much hail, maybe 0.1 inches of hail still. But this one up here, we actually gotta check because this one's actually picking more hail up than the other ones. This one's maybe picking 0.5 inches of hail over about 36 tonight. We can see also too. All right, hold on, everyone. So we're gonna jump here. So we just got a tornado warning over by Dane again. This is the third time tonight. So tornado warning at 10:04 p.m. EDT time, Saturday, August 1st, 2026. National Weather Service in Wilmington has issued a tornado warning for southeastern Miami County and west central Ohio until 10:30 p.m. At 10:04 p.m. EDT time, severe thunderstorms capable of producing a tornado located near over Huber Heights, moving north at 20. Tornado radar indicated. Flying debris with dangerous shells, call out shelter. If you live in this area, you got to get to your safe spots right now, guys. All right, so we're gonna check up our velocity here in Dane. So, all right, so let's see here. Some of these areas, let's see over here. So maybe 40 to 50 we're seeing right now over here too. So we're gonna check our rotation track. That's what matters the most here. So too. So check our rotation track once again. So, yep, we do have a bit of rotation track over here by Brendan Dent. We can see right now also in this road, looks like SL Palmer Road we're seeing right now also on here too, guys. So, all right, everyone on here. So, just a lot of action tonight on here. So, all right, so let's see something. So, all right, so we're gonna go back down here and check out what's going on. Mostly, okay, these are just special weather statements not on here. So now what, I'm trying to think what we're gonna check. So we're gonna check. You check this storm down here again because the storm had a bit of action actually down here. And a new severe thunderstorm warning was issued by Morristown, Tennessee at 10:06 p.m. EDD time. Severe thunderstorm warning remains in effect until 10:30 p.m. EDD time for southwestern London. We can see northeastern Moore counties at 10:05 p.m. EDD time. Severe thunderstorms located 2 miles east of Madisonville, moving northeast at 40 miles per hour. We can see 60 mile per hour wind gusts is also radar indicated. Expect damage to road sliding trees, Marysville. We see Greenback, Friendsville, Fort London State Park. We can see Tarraville. We can see Clover Hill and Tallahassee. We can see max hail size 0.75 inches and maximum gusts of 60 miles per hour. We're seeing right now here. So check up on our velocity again here too. So okay, yeah, this is still a pretty strong storm we're gonna see here. So some of these areas we're definitely picking up around 66, 65. We see like 3 points on here. We're seeing near 65 also too, guys. So SR 360, we're seeing over 62 on here too, guys. So just a high amount of wind gusts we're seeing in a lot of these areas right now. So 63, 64, we're seeing also. That's pretty high amount of wind gusts. So also we're gonna check up here in parts of by Interstate 64. We're gonna see some wind gusts of about 50 on here too. Maybe even Route 211. We're definitely picking up near 60 here. 61 we're seeing right now over this area. Route 3290. We're seeing right now just a high amount of wind gusts as we're talking right now too, guys. So all right, then we're gonna go back up to Dane and see what's going on there. So we got heavy rain there. We got a radar indicated. So we're gonna see how this keeps going. So and we got a few severe thunderstorm warnings. So all right, so then those are a couple special weather statements we're seeing over by Ringgold right now. 50 mile per hour wind gusts was issued a bit ago. So all right, everyone. So and no special weather statement. We got 4 severe thunderstorm warnings and 1 tornado warning. So eventually here in time, uh, probably gonna go a little bit more in the stream. Then we're gonna end it because I feel like eventually just gonna not be as much going on anymore. So all right, so we're gonna check up on this tornado warning once again. So we're gonna check our of course our velocity if this thing will just load. So okay, let's see. I need, you know what? Let's do this one and see what this one's saying. So okay, we could see some of these areas we're definitely getting a bit of wind. So definitely over 50 in some areas. We're seeing 55 mile per hour wind gusts right now as we're speaking too. Right now, guys, New Carlisle, we're seeing over here by Raw 235. You can see also on here. Oh, we're definitely getting over 60. We're definitely getting 64 mile per hour wind gusts over North Dayton Lakeview Road. We're seeing right now, guys. All right, so over here, over by Route 41, we're seeing at least 50 to 60 mile per hour wind gusts in some of these areas. 55 over Route 41 as we're speaking right now. Just a lot of high wind gusts here we're seeing right now, guys. So all right, so all right, guys. So we're gonna check our hail once again just in 1 second here. So if I'm making sure the stream's still actually going. So all right, so let's check our estimated hail size again. So okay, this area you're only getting about 0.1 inches of hail, not really much hail there at all. But this one over here, you're maybe picking up some hail, maybe 0.3 inches we're seeing on here also. You want to keep going down here. Okay, this special weather statement, you're maybe picking up a half near 0.4 inches of hail, seen by Ringgold right now. We're seeing also 2 guys on here. So then in a minute here, we're gonna check our severe weather risk for tomorrow because I want to see what that is actually for Sunday. So all right, so let's see for tomorrow. So tomorrow we do got a margin versus severe weather. We can see for North South Carolina, Georgia, Virginia, West Virginia, Pennsylvania. We can see also on here too for tomorrow. Then we don't have a tornado risk as of currently right now. Then we have a 5% risk for parts of Ohio. We're seeing right now PA, North Carolina, Georgia, South Carolina, and hail risk. Do we have a hail risk? Yeah, we do have a hail risk up in North Dakota. We see tomorrow. Then okay, that's pretty much it for that. So let's go back to our radar. So just want to check some things over. All right, 4 severe thunderstorm warnings as we're speaking right now. So you know what? Let's check our rotation track over there. Let's see if it has one down or not. Wait, oh, it's gone. Okay. All right, that's gone, guys. So that was canceled. So all right, let's check our velocity rates down here. So all right, so we're still getting some pretty strong wind gusts over Mount Zeno right now. We're seeing also we can see around 65. We're seeing in some of these areas, 68 even. We see over SR Route 60. We're seeing 68 mile per hour wind gusts right now. 2 on here, guys. So the velocity is like where we could tell how much wind is being picked up in the gusts is at 1 2 on here. As we can see anywhere from like 62 to 68 in this blue area. We're seeing right now also 2 guys on here. So all right, so that looks like we got a new severe thunderstorm warning not that long ago, like 5 minutes ago. See 1007 max hail size, 1 inch, and we can see on here also max wind gusts of 60 miles per hour. And we can still see wind gusts up to 55 in here, or even 58. We're seeing over some of these areas of 965. We're seeing right now also on here just a high amount of wind gusts. We're seeing right now also on here too, guys. So of course we're gonna take a look at some of these other storms down here and see what's going on. Okay, we don't have many storms left to talk about, so we'll check the one in New Mexico real quick. So we're gonna see what our velocity rates are there. All right, so looks like this has weakened a bit, so we're still getting maybe 55, maybe some areas 57, maybe, and maybe even near 60 in some areas. But remember before it was a bit higher than that, so looks like it's weakening a bit. So that's gonna expire in 2 minutes anyway. So all right, so this will expire in 32 minutes. That was issued an hour ago again. So all right, so let's check this one over here out. So in Arizona, so we got some of these areas up near some areas are 30, 40, or maybe even seen 50 in some of these areas also. So yeah, guys, so we're gonna check a couple more things out. So let's see what's going on here. But I gotta say, a lot of these storms look like they are weakening, so that's a really good sign, guys. So, all right, so we're gonna check something on here. So, I'm gonna check how much per hour estimated is falling in some areas. So, in some areas right now, we're seeing maybe an inch or two in some of these areas. Ronaldsville, maybe 3 inches per hour. Is saying it's estimated. So, some of these things are saying so. This thing even saying a couple inches per hour too. So, yeah, guys. So, I'm going to probably end the stream here soon because there's not much action going on anymore because everything's weakening too. So, I'm going to stay on for just a few more minutes, guys, and we can still look over a couple more things. So, we can even check out our special weather statements real quick and some of our other severe thunderstorm warnings, guys. So, all right, so we're gonna see over here we got about 40 mile per hour wind gusts we're seeing right now too. So, all right, so 10:06 that was. So we're gonna check this one again. So our velocity rates for this one again. So, all right, this one over here. So 60 10:14 and that issued at 10:14 p.m. EDD time, Saturday, August 1st. A severe thunderstorm is located 10 miles southwest of Marysville, moving northeast at 40 60 mile per hour. Wind gusts radar indicated. Max hail size 0.75 inches and max wind gusts of 60 miles per hour. We're seeing with this, but I believe in some areas we are picking up a little more than 60. I gotta say, maybe 64. We're still seeing 66, 62. This I think it's weakening a bit. So before I think it's on its way of weakening. So that's my opinion. So because it's a little bit lower now, so it's gonna keep weakening. So all right, so this one over here, we're still maybe some areas are still maybe picking up near 61, 64. We're seeing maybe also on here. So looks like over parts of this road called Johnson Ford Road. I'm seeing right now also two guys on here. So yeah, guys. So I'm gonna probably end the stream here now, guys. I hope that you enjoyed the stream tonight. I hope you learned something new tonight, guys. So hope you enjoyed my commentary tonight talking about severe weather. And I hope everyone took this seriously out there. And also thank you for the support tonight, new subscribers and all the chats too. So I see you guys in the next one. There will be a stream pretty soon again. I'm looking about Monday. There probably will be more severe weather we could talk about on Monday. So thank you for watching again, guys. I see you guys in the next one. Make sure to hit the